Hello everyone, I'm Andy.
And I'm Mark. Andy, I've got a technical question.
Uh-oh.
It looks like I've got two web pages open. So it looks like when I open the Riverside thing, it's got something doubled up here. Shall I close the other one?
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay, well that's... Yeah, this is working, yeah.
Right, well, welcome back to another episode of Strange Stuff Podcast. And
Yes.
You'll be pleased to know that we are delving right back into strange stuff this week.
Ah, we like a bit of strange stuff.
I had an email from Luke, our old buddy Luke.
Yes.
Who's still listening to the show because I don't understand why.
Yeah.
But he sent me a couple of story suggestions and even typed a little bit up for me.
You're joking. What? The script is already prepared for you?
Not the whole thing because he only wrote a couple of pages. But
a couple of pages?
Listen, I think it was Luke who sent us the ghost story before that he typed up, and I read it and it stopped halfway through. Do you remember that? And I had to make it into a two-parter so I could research the second half of the fucking story. The Ghost of Enfield, if you remember.
All right. Well done, Luke.
This time I had to read through to make sure there were no, and then...
Oh dear. What's a GRU, by the way? GRU?
GRU, that's the guy who is in charge of the minions.
Ah, that's right. And you're a minion. That's quite appropriate.
That was from last week when we did the Banana Republic episode.
Oh, was it? All right.
Banana!
Yeah, that was quite interesting, actually. Chiquita. Actually, it's not Chiquita, it's something else.
It is Chiquita.
Oh, it is that, is it?
But it was United Fruit.
Fruit, exactly, yeah. Good. Yeah, well, other than that, we've got a beautiful day. I wonder we should tell listeners it's only 7:30 in the morning our time.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's basically afternoon for me. I've already been cleaning in the kitchen.
Have you? Well, that will make a change.
I know, but I've got Teresa coming today.
Oh, really? So you've tidied up everything, have you?
Well, I mean, her boyfriend's coming too, but he can wait outside. But yeah, I've thought I'd better make the place look I mean, it's clean, but it's just needs, cleaning.
So they're picking up a motorbike, aren't they?
Yeah, they're coming to pick up their motorbike on their way to Portugal. We were going to go for lunch, but they're running late, so it looks like we're going out for dinner instead.
All right, well, that's all right, isn't it?
Yep, that's fine by me because I've got stuff to do.
Good.
Busy.
Well, unfortunately, the reason we're starting so early is because I'm helping Alex with his car, so that's why I've got a limited time today.
Right, well, it's all something.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it? With me, there's always something.
You haven't even bothered to shave. It's just
no, I haven't had time. I haven't had time to do that. I will do later. So I look very smart for my rowing later this evening.
You're still doing that, are you? Have you got any certificates yet?
I have.
Have you
Shall I show you?
You sad fuck. Oh, diploma 0 to hero. Are you kidding me?
Oh dear. No, but it's every Monday and Thursday. I mean, it goes through. Well, actually, when we finish on the water in October, we go inside.
October, you'll be lucky if it's still water.
Yes, you're right. October does sound a bit optimistic. I wouldn't want to fall in October, I tell you.
Fuck no, you wouldn't get out again.
But no, literally, it would be like, what's that scene in Titanic when what's his name doesn't climb onto the plank with Winslet?
I can honestly say I've never seen it.
You've never seen the movie Titanic?
No.
What? I mean, just apart from the fact it's a classic movie with Kate Winslet and who's the young Leonardo DiCaprio?
When he was actually as young as his girlfriends are.
Yes, he probably was as young as his girlfriends are. He really is a bit weird, that guy. I mean, he literally, he is.
He's not. He keeps his girlfriends at around 24 years old.
No, not 24. They're younger than that. They're sort of 19 or 20.
No, they're 24.
And what age is he? 54? 64?
Maybe 60 now.
So what could he possibly have in common with a 24-year-old?
It doesn't matter.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's weird.
He doesn't want anything in common. He just wants a bit of candy on his arm and something fresh and lovely to play with in the bedroom.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In my mind, that's weird when you get to 60.
And he can afford to.
Well, clearly he can afford to. One assumes.
The girls don't mind.
What were we talking about? Oh, yes, so Cold Water, that's right. And then it went on to Titanic. Yeah. But other than that, what's going on in the world? Not too much to report. It's all a bit madness, see?
Yeah, it's all bollocks.
What is mildly interesting, not to many people, but the fact that Trump fired... Well, I hope that listeners don't think we're US-centric. Is that an expression?
Yeah, we are getting a bit focused.
It's just the fact there's so much fun stuff going on, fun, mildly strange and interesting. The reason why I found it interesting is, the Department of Statistics and the unemployment figures.
Yes.
And he sacked the person who was responsible for correlating those numbers. Is correlating the right word? Compiling. And what is interesting is all of the capital markets on a Thursday when the unemployment numbers are released, they're all glued to their TVs. It's very important.
Yeah.
It really does affect markets. Markets will respond to unemployment numbers. And in sacking the person who's compiling them,
there's no numbers.
There's effectively no numbers that people can rely on anymore. It's just what Trump wants them to be, which is really dangerous for the markets. I'm surprised they didn't react, actually.
Because he also lies through his teeth about everything, or if he doesn't know the answer, he makes it up.
Yeah, exactly. So
if someone says to him, what's the unemployment figures? He's going to say 0. I've made America great again.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 0 unemployment.
And for someone who's so good at maths, according to him, he doesn't understand the concept of percentages.
Top 1% in the world.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand what a percent is. I'm going to reduce drug prices by 100%, 200%, 1,000%. They're going to come down. I mean, it's just so... Anyway, so that's... But what is mildly amusing is some people in his own party, admittedly nutters, are turning on him. That Marjorie Taylor Greene woman, she's not very happy with Trump at all.
Probably because he grabbed her by the pussy.
Could be. I wouldn't. And what's her name? Maxwell. Relocated to a ladies' jail.
What? She was in a men's prison? Is there something I don't know about her? She
was in a mixed facility.
Do they have mixed prisons in the States?
Apparently so. So whether it's a better environment, one doesn't know, but one assumes after meeting with the head of the DOJ or whatever he was, that it was an upgrade, not a downgrade.
The DOJ, that would be formerly Trump's caddy. I'm guessing.
Not DOJ, what was it, Blanc or something, I think his name was.
I don't know.
Toby Blanc, I don't know, I haven't got his name in front of me. But the other thing anyway, we don't need to go into it. As I say, it's too US-centric. What's going on in the rest of the world?
Well, the rest of the world, in fact, this week, because of Luke, and I think he did it on purpose because he's one of our many listeners who are in awe of my vocal talents.
Wanted Irish pirates, Cornish pirates.
He's given us a Welsh story and a Scottish story.
Really?
Yes.
Welsh. Oh, you do a good Welsh one, don't you?
I do, don't I? Isn't it?
Yes.
Look you?
Yes, exactly. Look you. What goes on in Wales? Nothing goes on in Wales. Scotland, things go on. Wales, it's a forgotten country. Other than rallying, what's Wales known for?
Well, in fact, Wales at one point became the UFO centre of the world.
What, for a day?
Scotland, sorry.
Oh, you've 2 minutes into the story. Exactly. That famous Welsh city, Edinburgh, where there were a lot of UFO sightings.
But we actually covered. Do you remember the Rendlesham UFO sighting, which was dubbed the British Roswell?
Maybe.
And that was reports made by US airmen, because Rendlesham is a US air base. They claimed to have witnessed a UFO in Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk back in 1980.
Maybe. I mean, 200 episodes. My brain is a fog.
We were very skeptical at the time, I guess.
Well, you weren't, obviously. You were fully for it.
No, you're the UFO whore.
Whatever that means.
Well, you're the one who gets excited every time we talk about probing.
No, it's Blue Velvet that gets me excited. Velcro. No, was it Velour? Blue Velour.
Blue Velour.
Not Blue Velvet. That was a movie.
In June this year, they released a documentary about the Rendlesham thing, and it was premiered at the Sundance Film Festival.
Were we referenced in the film?
I hope so, because
we should have been
a valuable source. So Mark Lee was the co-director of the documentary, and he said the aim was to create a conversation, as I'm getting hundreds of people a week, sending sightings and videos. So it premiered in London at the Raindance Film Festival, not the Sundance. Because the Raindance, of course, is London, Sundance is Monaco.
Yeah. No. Sundance is in California, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty certain the Sundance. What one's in Monaco?
Cannes Film. That's Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah.
Which is not Monaco, but anyway.
I knew what I was talking about in my head. Anyway, that was on the 24th and 25th of June. But yeah, back in 1980, on the 26th of December, several US Air Force security personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge reported that they investigated lights in the surrounding forest. The sighting became headline news in the UK, and it sparked a host of books, dramas, documentaries and websites suggesting it was either an actual alien visit, a secret military aircraft, a misinterpretation of natural lights, or the beam of Orfordness Lighthouse, if you remember. Or
are you still reviewing what we've already done?
Yeah.
Or
a hoax.
Well, that's a few old options to choose from, isn't it?
That, and the word either should never have been used in that context, because either is a binary prefix.
You mean it's one or the other?
Yes, either or.
So you can't have multiple choices.
Not if you're using either as a prefix. But
so what we're talking about is grammar.
I'm sorry, I can't help myself. It annoys me. According to the creators of the documentary, it featured exclusive interviews and never before seen footage of recent sightings in the forest.
Have you seen this documentary, by the way?
No, I haven't. I'm going to make a point of trying to track it down. After the documentary follows Mr. Lee and his co-investigator, a chap called Guy Thompson.
Sounds like a good chap.
Searching for the truth, armed with metal detectors and dowsing rods. That should work.
Well, dowsing rods do work for water. What they've got to do with searching for UFOs, God only knows. Maybe the needles point up.
Before you get sceptical, Mr. Lee, who has a science degree, I mean, that's good enough for me. And you're the expert lover, so you should no longer question his credentials.
You're right. He's definitely an expert.
He said there's definitely something unexplained there, and many, many credible witnesses and also drunk US airmen to the event.
Yeah.
So the 54-year-old fellow, he's from St Albans.
I know St Albans, Roman capital of the UK.
Almost in London. Not quite.
Yeah, it's about...
Co-directed the film with a chap called Roderick Godman. And he said, I'm more of the ideas and production chap. And Roderick made the film. So basically he did fuck all. He's just trying to get involved. Ideas and production, my ass. That's like you saying, I have a podcast.
That's a bit demeaning of my contribution to this production.
Oh, by the way, Luke said, I've sent you some suggestions. Perhaps you'd like to do it solo and not with that useless Mark.
Yeah, exactly. I bet he said that. I'm the star of the show, mate. Oh, dear.
He also added that he was keeping an open mind about the sightings, but they managed to get a bit of a coup here. Narrating the documentary,
Richard Attenborough.
William B.
Shatner.
Davis.
Oh, no. Oh, that well-known...
I mean, I didn't know, but apparently he's best known for starring in The X-Files.
No, he wasn't. That other fellow was...
Exactly. I mean, he wasn't starring in The X-Files. He might have played Alien Number 2 in episode
Yes, in episode 37.
128.
Exactly. Oh,
Mr.
dear.
Lee said he was really excited to work with Davis, who recorded the voiceover in Vancouver, Canada. So they didn't even fly him in.
What was his name? William Davis?
William B. Davis. Are you going to IMDb him?
No. Oh, well, I can do, yeah. Carry on.
It probably says Alien Number 2.
Yeah, no, it literally probably does. Oh, dear.
He added that he only got into the filmmaking industry 5 years ago, and it was a dream come true.
Ah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't hold out great hopes for that as a documentary, but who knows? We'll see.
Oh, actually, he was an actor in The X-Files from 93 to 2018.
Oh, well, I do apologise, William B.
Do you recognise him? That's the question.
Probably not.
Never seen him. Do you recognise that fella?
No, but I never really watched The X-Files.
What, with Gillian Anderson? You're joking?
No.
I did.
Yeah, but that was just like fucking wank fodder for you. You weren't actually watching, were you? You were ripping the head off.
You idiot. Oh, dear. Anyway, carry on. So this film involves this fellow.
Oh, we're finished with that film anyway. I was just saying that it's been out and it's available probably to illegally download if that's your game. I don't recommend it.
So hang on a second. So all of that preamble was talking about the subject we had already covered and a new documentary had come out relating to it.
Yes, but also it's relevant because it's having the UK as a UK-centric UFO sighting place. And according to Nick Pope, I don't know if you remember him. Come on, he was the head of the British government's UFO project. Nick
We didn't
Pope.
have a UFO, no.
Yes, you know who Nick Pope is. Honestly, Google him quickly. But according to him, the UK is home to 5 major UFO hotspots. Manchester, Liverpool, of course. All of them drinking capitals.
I was going to say, drinking and curry.
Manchester, Liverpool, Warminster, I don't know, I've never been there. Wiltshire, London, and for some reason Bonnybridge.
Yeah, well, that's just all. UFO sightings in London.
Yeah, come on. I mean, the drugs and alcohol in London is...
I was going to say, yeah, exactly. Oh.
In Scotland, online psychic chat provider, Psychic World, very reliable, has put together a guide, and we're going to go through this guide, on how to properly document and report your experience should you encounter a UFO.
Time and date.
Wait, there's a lot more to it than that.
No, time, date, location.
So the term
altitude.
UFO, unidentified flying object, has been
Or
widely
floating.
used for decades
Or floating.
to just fuck off. To describe any aerial sighting that cannot be immediately explained. But in recent years, and you may have noticed it in our podcast, sometimes they use the term UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, has become the preferred term among government and military officials. Now, I have a theory. I think it's because the aliens took offence at being described as objects.
Objects, you're right. They objectifies the aliens.
They've gone fucking woke and decided to go with the flow and give them new pronouns.
So it's called a UAP.
UAP. An
Unidentified aerial phenomenon. Phenomena.
The singular.
All right. As opposed to the movie that starred... Who was the dancing fellow? John Travolta.
Dancing Dave.
No, I wonder what happened to him, Dancing Dave. God,
so
dear.
UAPs refer to any anomalous airborne object, including those detected by radar or infrared sensors, and not just the ones seen with your naked eyes.
Yeah.
While the two terms are often used interchangeably, UAP is meant to be broader and more scientifically neutral. I don't know.
We'll carry on. Yeah.
Well, that's it. That was it. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Luke. Oh, dear.
No. So if someone was to ask you, which part of the world do you associate most with self-claimed alien abductees or reports of UFO sightings?
USA.
Most people would probably agree it's the USA. Most often, those stories originate there. In fact, those stories are often reported by media organisations at every level in the States, but they also do have a plethora of sensationalist media.
No. What?
Unfortunately.
Do they?
Yeah, so from local reports in town newspapers to large news outlets such as CNN, they appear more regularly than you might even think. For instance, on the 27th of June this year, a Boston woman by the name of Colleen McCormack.
I was going to say, that's a bit of an Irish-Scottish mash-up, isn't it?
Boston is pretty much Irish-American.
Yeah, but McCormack. Oh, is that Irish or Scottish?
It's Gaelic, isn't it? So it could be either.
Could be either, I suppose so, yeah.
Yeah, what was she doing? She was enjoying her time in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
Colleen had recorded a video and shared it with reporters.
Yeah.
Well, that's another story. That's for her OnlyFans, probably.
Idiots.
I've been searching for it. I can't find it. This was followed up by a live television interview conducted by Boston 25 News. And there's lots of stories like this. She obviously saw something, recorded it, and some of the most well documented stories of UFO sightings, alien abduction, or ongoing contact stories all come from the United States. Now, this particular story does not take place in the USA. This case was reported by the previous owners of the USA, the UK.
I don't think were there many Welsh shareholders of the UK?
Scottish maybe.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's no. I may be wrong.
I mean,
there's a lot of wealth
kings
in Scotland. I was going to say, but you never hear about wealth from Wales.
Well, they invented sheep, isn't it?
Invented sheep. What's the other one? Look now.
Look you.
Look you.
So here's the thing: the UK and the USA do have some similarities and ties. For example,
No.
we share a sort of common language.
No, definitely not.
Some of the same values.
No, absolutely not.
Both have morons for leaders.
Yeah, that's true.
But when it comes to the subject of alien visitation, we react very differently. In the UK, these stories very rarely make national news. But that makes it a little bit more interesting when the stories are shared by major British media outlets. And both the stories we're going to talk about now were featured on the BBC.
Really? How exciting.
Which must mean they're absolutely true.
That's a stamp of approval.
And the aliens are probably paedophiles. Well, everyone else at the BBC is. Aren't they?
What are you talking?
Isn't that a fact? I thought that was proven.
How many paedophiles are there? But they're Rolf Harris.
Oh, okay. Not necessarily a paedophile per se, but definitely a sex pest.
Oh, yes. Well, yes.
John Leslie.
John Leslie, I don't know who he is, but yeah, probably.
He was the one who allegedly raped Ulrika Johnson when she was a young weathered girl. He used to present Blue Peter. Very wholesome.
Really?
Scottish fella. Scottish lad, quite tall.
What, was he on it at the same time as John Noakes?
He was actually... Oh, no, that was someone else. Never mind. No, he was one of the later presenters. All He's right. Like our age, I guess.
Anyway, this story did actually get onto the BBC.
Yes, and no one actually had to sleep with anyone. Well, I don't know, they might have. But there was no money changing hands. Now, this alien event took place in a small village of Broadhaven in South Wales, isn't it? The village itself is based by the seaside,
that's nice.
A rather idyllic location. And I can say, because I lived in Pembrokeshire for a while, and it is very beautiful if it's not raining. It's not very often, but it does happen. Rather idyllic location with a very small population of around 2,000 people. Every one of us was related, you know. I would have married my cousin, but my brother beat me to it. The village is known for its fantastic beach and quite a good selection of pubs and restaurants. A quiet place, pretty much unknown until something out of this world was witnessed on February 17th, 1977.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for the fact that fucking Elvis Presley died same fucking year, we'd have been world famous, mind you.
So hang on, I've got to go back to when I was 16 to remember this story appearing on the BBC.
You wouldn't remember it because you were too busy crying about Elvis and celebrating the Queen's Silver Jubilee.
Oh, I remember that. Street parties.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Now, what is immediately striking about this story in particular is that it wasn't witnessed or experienced by someone walking home late one night after a few bevies. nor was it witnessed by a UFO enthusiast looking for a quick dose of fame. No, no, no. The witnesses in this event were actually a group of school children
Oh,
who say they saw something 3 times, in fact, in broad daylight.
hmm. Did they have their phones out? Did they have their smartphones out to record?
1977.
No.
They had a tin can with a bit of string between. Hello? Hello? Di, can you hear me? Look you. One of the kids to witness this event was a boy typically named David. David. Good Welsh name. So, see if you can guess what is David's second name.
David.
96%. David Davies.
Really?
Now, David was 10 at the time of this sighting,
All right.
and he described a cigar-shaped craft with a dome covering the middle third.
Yeah, I've got it. Cigar-shaped craft, dome in the middle.
Now, the object was only visible for a few seconds, but it was just enough time for David to get a good idea of what it looked like. A fucking cigar with a dome in the middle.
There was no one waving at him from the dome.
No, but he claimed, I didn't feel fear. And he described feelings of awe and amazement at what I'd seen. Although I do recall being ushered by instinct to run away. Now he's quite
Eloquent
verbose.
for a 10-year.
Quite verbose for a 10-year-old. His vocabulary skills were 11 and a half.
They obviously have a good school system in Wales.
So now other children claim to have seen the same thing.
At the same time, they were in a group.
Yes, because the event took place during playtime, you see, which might explain why no actual teachers came forward with the same story, as the children were only supervised from afar. All the teachers, of course, were in the smoking room fingering.
What?
Well, they weren't watching the kids. They thought we might as well do a bit of fingering, isn't it?
So, all right. So, in this peaceful town in Wales, how big was the cigar? We're not talking about cigar size, are we? We're talking about something bigger than that.
Pretty bloody big. I don't know. There's no reference on size
Because
or perspective.
who would not notice it? This thing floating around in the sky. The question is, who would not notice it if you lived in a quiet town in Wales in the middle of the day?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I do. I would imagine everybody who's outside.
Well, it depends on the size, as you say. It might have been quite local to the school.
Oh.
Oh, I was walking by the kindergarten school and I saw this bloody cigar-shaped thing with a dome in the middle. Oh, fucking shut up and have another glass of wine.
It's like it wasn't a cigar-shaped object with a dome at the top. It would have been Elon Musk. What was it? No, it's the other one. Who's the other? Jeff Bezos. He's got a cigar-shaped object with a dome on the top.
Yeah, but we all know what that's supposed to be. But anyway, after this event, the children, or different children, came into the class quite excited and restless, discussing amongst themselves what it was they'd actually seen, which drew the attention of the teachers. When the children explained what they had seen, none of the teachers believed them. They put it down as some stupid plan the children had concocted to get out of lesson time, or perhaps it was just a game that they invented on the playground that they were bringing back into the classroom.
Until they were shown photographic evidence.
Until it came to a point where it was getting silly. The children seemed too restless, too involved, and too engulfed by what they had seen, that the headmaster himself, look you, came up with a plan to be really sure if the children were lying or, in fact, telling the truth. And this involved taking down their pants and giving them 6 of their best. 'Cause that's what they used to do to us. Are you lying? Shh, shh, shh. Anyway, he split the children up who claimed to have seen the object into groups and asked them to each draw what they had seen. And this would give a fairly good insight, he believed, to see if the children were influencing each other, convincing one another that they'd seen a ship from another world. To all of the teachers' surprise, however, almost all the pictures looked the same, with some slight variations. But the concept of each picture was the same. Grey in colour, disc shape with a smaller disc placed on top, perhaps a viewing window.
I thought you said cigar shaped.
I can only read what Luke sent me. Luke, Mark's got issues here with your...
Yeah, is it a cigar or a disc? It's a big bloody difference.
No wonder he doesn't like you. Now, these pictures you can see, they're available on the BBC article regarding this story.
Oh, can we? So what can I search for?
UFO Broadhaven, South Wales.
Right, no, I'll do that. Go for it.
Okay. So to add to the strangeness of the story, the sightings didn't actually stop there.
What?
2 months later, no less, Rosa Granville, the owner of the Haven Fort Hotel on the outskirts of Broadhaven, described seeing an object that matched the children's description, a saucer suspended above her property. However, I guess if it is a saucer, but it's sort of tilted towards you, it would look like
Yeah, then it would look like a cigar, yeah. Do you want to see the pictures?
Yeah, go on. That's it. That's enough. I'm convinced.
Look, there's a little alien here.
I could almost see the little... They never said anything about him getting out.
Oh, maybe that's a picture of his dad.
Yeah.
No, there's people. There's
Maybe
aliens wandering around.
Maybe it's perspective, for perspective
No.
and size.
Oh, maybe.
Instead of holding up a banana for scale, they've gone for the...
Can you see the picture here?
Yes.
That's the first alien spacecraft I've ever seen with wing mirrors. Can you see?
Well, I mean...
It's got wing mirrors.
To be fair, you never know what's coming up behind. Have you ever had any accidents? No, but I've seen a few in my mirrors. See, if the Roswell incident had wing mirrors, they may never have crashed.
Exactly. Oh dear. All right.
Now, the problem is Rosa's account had some differences. She also described seeing 2 humanoid beings within the vessel itself.
There we go. Sorry, who's Rose?
Rosa.
Who's Rose?
I told you
Who's
she runs the hotel, and she's
Oh,
had
right.
a visitation 2 months later.
All
Yeah,
right.
this-
Oh, that's the further sightings. Yeah.
Yes. So they appeared faceless and with pointy heads.
What's the point in having a head if you don't have a face?
Sexual organ, isn't it? Faceless,
You
pointy head.
what do you think they dive in head first?
You don't know. I mean, that's good designing that's good genetic engineering.
Yeah.
Now, the vessel was also closer, and Rosa reported actually feeling the heat being released by the ship as her sighting took place. I think
Yep.
Rosa herself was on the heat. She's seeing pointy
Oh,
heads. So much so that she reported that her face actually felt burnt.
Mm-hmm.
She further described flames and colours being emitted by the craft.
Yeah.
The next day, Rosa went to investigate the area directly underneath where the disc-shaped object was suspended, and she recounted finding burn marks in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband remarked that the event left Rosa agitated and disturbed. Sounds like a normal woman to me. Sorry, ladies. I do apologise. It just came out.
Yeah, dear.
Now, later on, the site was examined independently by an officer of the Royal Navy. So here we go. Who reported finding absolutely nothing that backed up Rosa's story.
But they actually sent someone from the Navy, did you say?
Well, they've probably got a base nearby and had fuck all else to do. It's not like they've had a war any time lately. So the officer later joked, and this is hilarious, that if a UFO was to land in Broadhaven or anywhere near the site, it would probably be charged normal landing fees. The officer, on his own accord, concluded that whatever was going on could well be the work of a prankster. So although the report by the officer might seem to poo-poo the story, many of the children to this day swear by it 40 years later. David Davies, who now lives in Shropshire, so he's been promoted,
Moved. Yeah.
actually thinks life would be easier if it had all been made up. He later recalled secondary school life as a complete misery, where he was bullied and ostracised due to his earlier report of this sighting.
Mm-hmm.
And today you can still see the impression that the events of 1977 left on him. He notes that today he probably has one of the largest collection of books regarding anything UFO in the whole of Wales.
In the
Not
whole
anywhere
of
else.
Shropshire.
In the whole of Wales, look you. That's nearly 7 books.
Is Shropshire in Wales?
No, Shropshire's in Hertfordshire, isn't it? Oh no, it's its own county. Shropshire is its own county in England.
In England, so it's not in
Yes.
Wales anymore.
No, it never was in Wales. Look you.
No, he was in Wales before.
He was, yes, but he got promoted.
Yeah.
It continues to remain in my thoughts. There's a lot of documentation about this story, apparently, and the
But
more
no
you look
evidence.
into it, the stranger it becomes.
It's a shame the skid marks disappeared.
Yeah, the burn marks, but my face went all hot, mind you.
My face went what?
All hot.
What?
Like, I came over all of a flutter. Now,
I
that's
don't
just-
remember that story on the BBC.
No, well, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Now, that's just one instance of mainstream UFO reports in the UK, which is nothing, as we said, compared to the huge amount reported in the US.
Hang on a second, there's another one to go through. I thought we were getting a Scottish version as well.
Yes, we are. But you know what? I've actually forgotten to give you your list. Shit.
Of what?
Damn it.
My list of what?
I'm going to have to find it again.
What are you doing?
I closed it down.
What
What
did
you
the
should
cat?
do. What you should do if you see one.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yes, we,
Time.
we have to go through that. We've got loads of time, don't worry.
No, time is the first thing on the list.
Oh, no, number 1 is stay calm and observe carefully. Panic and excitement can distort details, so remain as composed as possible.
When was this written? 1953?
Well, was published in the Doncaster Free Press, so I don't know when it was actually published. I can't see a Oh, no, the 10th of March this year.
What?
Yes. So are you calm and observing?
Yeah, I'm trying to remain calm.
Many UFO sightings have logical explanations, such as satellites, drones, or military aircraft, but key observations can help determine if what you saw is truly out of the ordinary. Now, what you should take note of: the shape. Was it a saucer, an orb, a triangle, a cylinder, or something else? The size. Compare it to known objects. Example, a plane, the moon, a car, or a banana.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? The moon? The moon in the sky? Or the size of the moon?
You wouldn't really get a perspective.
Who wrote this list?
Well, I don't know.
Because it's shite.
Colour and lights. Were there unusual hues, flashing lights, or a glow? Sound. Was it completely silent? Or did it emit a hum, a buzz, or possibly a roar? Speed and movement. Did it hover, dart, zigzag, or vanish suddenly?
This is it's just so stupid.
I could just see the little spotty
This literally
16-year-old.
took up.
They've said to him, write a list of what you need to do when you see a UFO. I don't fucking know, do I? I'm only 16, you cunt. So number 2.
What do you mean number 2?
That was number 1.
And that was a long list for number 1.
I told you, it's a comprehensive fucking breakdown of what
Clearly.
you need to do. You should actually print this off and carry it round with you.
Just in case.
Now, number 2 is document everything immediately. So the accuracy of your account depends on how quickly you record what you saw. The more details you capture,
Contemporaneous.
yes, the stronger your report will be. Now, bearing in mind that this was 2025, the first thing he says is write it down. Who the fuck carries a pen or pencil with them in this day and age? Record the time, the location, weather conditions, and any notable environmental factors, such as the amount of alcohol you've imbibed.
Or lightning storms.
Take photos and videos. Use your phone, but also include landmarks for scale or a banana.
So you've got to communicate with the UFO to say, can you just write a bit so I can get the lighthouse in the background?
Take your top off, please. Oh, sorry, force of habit.
Have you not had sex in a long time, Andy? All of your quips are sexually related. Take your top off.
That's the. Don't you ever say whenever anyone asks me to take a photo, that's always comes out of my mouth. I say, all right,
Clearly
lovely.
you need help.
Smile. Take your top off, please. Sorry, force of habit. Now, here we go. Sketch the UFO.
Yeah.
If video quality is poor or the object moves too fast, a simple drawing can help reconstruct a sighting.
As it did in Broadhaven.
Yes, and, we saw the results of that. It convinced me.
The wing mirror.
Also, check flight trackers. Apps like Flight Radar 24 to rule out known aircraft or satellites.
Yeah.
Who casually checks Flight Radar 24? You're going to say you do, I know. But
I used to have it on my phone. I don't anymore.
Number 3, look for other witnesses. A sighting gains... What?
No, that's what you're looking for, other witnesses. Oh, did you see that, mate, in the sky?
Excuse me, sweetheart. Excuse me, sweetheart. Put your top back on and tell me if you saw what I just saw.
I was just waiting.
A sighting obviously gains credibility when multiple people report similar details.
We'll pay
Ask for
them.
ask for their descriptions first to avoid influencing their recollection. What if they're following the
point.
same? What if they're following the same fucking list? You tell me what you saw. No, you tell me what you saw. Exchange. Here we go. This is a pickup. Exchange contact information in case further details emerge.
Yeah, yeah.
Could I take your number? What for? Just in case you remember anything else. Fuck off. I got a boyfriend. Encourage them to document their experience separately. Now, number 4, report the sighting to the right authorities.
And who is the right authority?
I'm going to tell you. Reporting your sighting ensures that experts can analyse the data and separate real anomalies from explainable events. In the UK, you would submit your report to the British UFO Research Association, BUFORA.
Is that a government agency, are you saying?
It's the British UFO Research Association. I don't think it's government. It's probably independent, but it's the respected authority in this case. However, don't contact the police unless you believe there is an immediate safety risk, such as a possible crash or an object interfering with aviation, or perhaps an alien assault. I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't call the police if it was an alien assault, would you? You call the army.
Wouldn't you call
Can you call the army?
Can you call the alien police? You'd call
Do you
them
think
in
you could
black.
call the army? How would you call the army? 999, I want to speak to the army, please. We're under attack.
No, you go for the operator.
There is no operator.
Hello, operator. Can you connect me to the army, please?
That's a good point. There is no operator.
Really?
When did the operator stop? You used to be able to dial 100 and speak to the operator.
Oh, they've got rid of all that, have they?
You can't speak to it. There's no such thing as the operator anymore. That went out with George Orwell.
Not really. I remember I definitely shagged an operator. She used to work as an operator.
So in your lifetime, there's been an operator?
Yes.
Yeah, but in my lifetime, there's been an operator, but they don't exist anymore.
Okay, number 5. Let's get back on track here. Avoid misinformation and stay updated. So UFO reports can quickly spiral into conspiracy theories online. I've never understood how that happens. They don't affect me.
At all.
Be cautious when sharing your experience on social media. Instead, seek out reputable sources such as, and this is not a joke, government disclosures and official databases. Expert analysis from scientific and aviation communities. You can also join dedicated UFO research forums on platforms like Reddit or Facebook to discuss sightings with experts and enthusiasts without having to be a whistleblower.
1978.
What?
1978.
What?
BT stopped with operators.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Making the information accessible to a wider audience who might not be equipped to handle it alone. Now, Antonella, a paranormal phenomena expert at Psychic World, advises misinformation can spread quickly these days, especially with the rise of deepfake videos and AI-generated images. If you want to make a meaningful contribution to UFO research, focus on credible data and trusted reporting channels. Even if some reports turn out to be hoaxes, don't be discouraged, and don't hesitate to share your experience in an informed, I can't keep doing this, detailed way. Use the best possible image or video, ideally including background features like trees or buildings to help give context on the UFO's size and distance.
So here's a question for you. Has there ever been a video recording of a UFO with trees in the background for context?
No, because they're always too high in the sky. Although, I mean, I'm just saying that because it comes out of my mouth. It's not necessarily true. I don't know. Maybe there are.
You're right. Nothing that comes out of your mouth is necessarily true.
I mean, I can't be held responsible for my brain.
No, but don't
tongue.
you find it interesting? You've got these UFO research centres and advice centres on how you should, and there's never been a single one.
Well, this is probably why they're putting out this list of do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Because by contributing responsibly, you might just help separate fact from fiction.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the list that I forgot to go through earlier. So now you know what to do if you should be confronted by a UFO or a UAP, depending on whether or not you're politically correct.
All right.
So, over the years, back to the UK. Over the years in the UK, and more recently, other towns and cities have been at the centre of UFO sightings, with actually more reports than anywhere else in the world. And one such town is Bonnybridge.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yes, but if you think about the name, you know exactly where it's placed, located. Bonnybridge. That's a wee bonny bridge you got right there, my friend. It's a bonny wee bridge. Yes? Scotland.
Yeah, I know, we've gone to Scotland.
Are you texting while I'm...
I had to.
Jesus Christ, where's my buttons?
I was listening to it. Bonnybridge in Scotland. Yes, we got it.
But you were supposed to guess where it was. That was the point. I was giving you...
I don't know anything about Scotland. And what was the clue?
Bonnybridge.
That's Scotland. That's as close as I get. Scotland.
I already told you it was Scotland.
I know. I don't. What's the clue for me?
You were supposed to guess Scotland, but you just sat there. Beep, 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 beep.
But you'd already told us it was in Scotland, and it's a name called Bonnybridge. You can't get much more Scotty than that. Bonnie lass.
I apologise to our listener for the lack of fucking inclusion that Mark has for this podcast.
I was just distracted for 2 seconds. We're in Scotland.
Near Falkirk.
I don't know where that is.
It lies close to the main Edinburgh and Glasgow rail line and the Forth and Clyde canals.
Yeah, so it's inland, not near the coast.
No. Like many of the surrounding towns and villages, the manufacturing industries which once prospered there are long gone. It's a very quiet, tucked away part of the country and was probably on very few radars until 1992, when locals started reporting strange lights in the skies.
Oh dear.
Malcolm Robinson had lived in the area for most of his life. Now, coincidentally, he had been interested in UFOs and the paranormal since his childhood, and he founded the amateur research group Strange Phenomena Investigations in 1979. So, in 1992, he became aware of something happening on his own doorstep.
It's already a bit suspicious.
I heard about it on a local radio station, he said.
No, that's a bit Indian, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm losing my voice here because I've been switching between various stupidities. We'll stay with English. Billy Buchanan, the local councillor, was on there talking about these UFO sightings, and I went, wow, by God, I really need to get in touch with him and see if I can lend any assistance. Councillor Buchanan had begun collecting reports from constituents who said they had seen strange lights and objects in the sky, things that they couldn't recognise, things that they couldn't explain. Towards the end of that year, he had recorded more than 200 such incidents.
What?
200. Now, Bonnybridge councillor Billy Buchanan became an international figure thanks to what became known as the Falkirk Triangle. It's important to mention here that UFO does mean unidentified flying object. It doesn't mean an alien spaceship visiting the Earth. So the Bonnybridge UFO reports could cover a wide spectrum of events, including a motorist describing lights in the form of a cross hovering above a road before morphing into a triangle, which sounds a bit like a railroad crossing to me. On another occasion, a family witnessed a bright circle of light landing in a field. Media interest was immediate and intense because the local newspaper and national tabloids were hungry for the headlines.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Are you reading Luke's account?
Yes.
He's quite good, isn't he?
Oh, don't rub him up. He'll keep writing.
No, but I mean, you know, it's quite nicely, it's quite well written.
No, it is very well written. It is very well written. Well done, Luke. You've saved me a lot of... Yeah, I don't even have to think about this. I just have to basically read it.
Go for it.
Which is my ideal working conditions, not thinking. So TV reporters were joking about alien visitors, but they still came looking for stories. News crews were dispatched to cover a UFO watch held on a cold November night, but they did leave without a close encounter.
Oh, no.
A public meeting was held in January 1993 where concerned locals were looking for answers. Well, why would you go to a fucking council meeting to look for answers? That's the last place that you're going to find any answers. The term Falkirk Triangle was coined, covering the area between Stirling, Falkirk and West Lothian. And the only thing I know about those three places are the football scores. Stirling, 0. Falkirk, 0. West Lothian, 0. Do you remember on the match of the day or whatever it was when they went through the scores?
It was, yeah, when they went through the scores. That was for something. The pools. Wasn't that something called the pools?
That's right, yeah. It was when they were doing the results for the pools.
When you were guessing how many draws and no score draws there were going to be.
Now, those who study UFOs know that media reporting leads to greater public awareness and more sightings, and that certainly happened around Bonnybridge. Sightings continued to make headlines for another 3 or 4 years, and in 1997 they were the subject of the prime-time TV programme Strange But True.
What? They faced a TV programme on our podcast? Surely not.
Yes, exactly what I just said. Now, in this programme, Billy Buchanan talks about writing to the then recently elected Prime Minister, 1997.
Tony Blair.
Yes, exactly. Wanker. Demanding...
What do you mean?
He was a wanker fucking war criminal.
Well, he was a very popular wanker in that case.
Not for very long.
What do you mean he got elected 3 times, didn't he? Or 2 times?
Twice.
How many times? Twice, yeah.
But he left in a cloud.
No, of course, the weapons of mass destruction saga,
war criminal.
scandal.
Billy Buchanan wrote to Tony Blair demanding an investigation. His request was declined. Videos, photographs and tales of unexpected encounters continued, but the story drew accusations of fakery, publicity seeking, and even tabloid newspaper claims that aliens had been in touch with in contact with locals.
Why?
Hello, am I in Wales? Can you tell me, look you? I'm looking for Broadhaven. I think my father comes from there.
Oh,
Now,
dear.
Malcolm Robinson was there throughout, investigating the reports, following up what people had said they had seen, and checking air traffic, police, and military records. I was astonished by how massive the story was, he said. Everybody and their granny wanted to know about what was going on there, and quite rightly so. The problem we got is that some members of the media community were hyping things up. So if it was 100 sightings, it suddenly became 1,000 sightings. Malcolm puts the total number of sightings in the region at around about 350 between 1982, the year he began recording, and today.
Are they all similar? Are they all similar?
I wouldn't say so, probably. But again, I haven't read 350 reports, so. And Luke, do more thorough research so I can answer Mark's facetious questions.
Facetious? What's facetious? Just inquiring.
Now, Craig Lindsay, who was a Ministry of Defence press officer in Scotland, so very high up in the civil service, during that period, remembers recording the reports. When I started work there in 1989, I fairly quickly discovered that nearly always in the evening, after opening time, there would be someone calling RAF Petrivi about lights in the sky or something like that. Nearly always around Falkirk or Bonnybridge, to the point that we actually had what you call a pro forma form. If the controllers weren't busy, they would just fill in the form and send it off to London. There is lots of information about this story, all reported through the BBC, which begs the question, what are people really seeing out there?
That is the question.
And that, I'm afraid, brings us to the end of this lovely episode of Strange
What?
Stuff Podcast. I know.
Well, come on, Luke. You could have
disappointed.
stretched to 2.5 pages, for God's sake. I was just getting interested there.
Oh, sorry, but you'll have to take that up with Luke. It's not my fault this week.
What is it with triangles? The Falkirk Triangle, the Bermuda Triangle.
It's the same fucking concept of naming your children after yourself. It's a complete and utter lack of imagination.
Sorry, what? What's that got to do with children and names?
It's because something already exists with that name. It's easier to just copy paste
Oh, I see what you
rather than
mean.
come up with a new idea.
Yeah. You mean it would have been more interesting if it had been the Falkirk Pentagon?
Yeah. Or the almost oval, but with a little bit out in the middle. Like a slice of cake on one side.
I'll tell you what I am. I mean, it's a shame the listeners can't see the pictures of those alien spaceship from Broadhaven, because they were pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if I was so inclined, I could actually edit it into the video, but that's work.
Oh, no, I showed them on the video.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I can edit it in so that it actually comes up full screen.
Oh, that's well beyond your technical pay grade, surely.
No, it's not. I can quite easily do that, but
Could you?
it means work. And I'm
Well,
busy
all I can
today.
say is well done, Luke.
Yeah, thanks, Luke, for that. That was very helpful and useful.
Can you organise another one for next week? Because
Yeah,
it's certainly a damn sight better written than what you come up with.
Fuck you.
But
Anyway,
what does Luke? Do you know what Luke does?
no, I
I mean, I
don't.
wonder. Maybe he's a scriptwriter for Doctor Who.
He did say he enjoys doing this sort of thing in his spare time. So
Yeah, well, excellent. Well done. Good man.
yeah, thanks, Luke, and thanks everybody else for listening. Hope you enjoyed this contribution this week. It was quite entertaining. Even I giggled.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
don't forget, you can find us on very few social medias these days. I'm thinking of stopping Facebook completely. Have you noticed if you look on your phone, it pauses your screen to show an advert,
Yes.
and you cannot
Yeah,
scroll
pause.
past it.
4 or 5 seconds worth.
It's unacceptable for me. That's like, fuck you, I'm off. Luckily, it doesn't happen on the PC yet.
No, that in my mind that's completely mild because it's in your face, and you are looking at it for free. So to stuff advertisements in there is absolutely fine. What I find far more worrying is the content they show you. The algorithm's choice of what they think is suitable for you, or what Zuckerberg thinks is suitable, that is far more ominous.
But it's not what they think is suitable. It goes deeper than that. It's what they want you to start.
No, sorry, that's precisely what I'm saying. Yes, absolutely. I told you because I still use Twitter or X or something, and the stuff that they think the algorithm thinks I am interested in as a left-leaning motorsport interested person who only follows, completely bog standard, middle of the road stuff. If you click on the other choice as opposed to what you're following for you, I've said it before, it's absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, because they're trying to change your point of view.
No, quite literally. But anyway, whatever. So yes, advertisements don't bother me because it's in your face, and if you enjoy the content, you put up with it. But is it called surreptitiously planting content that they want you to see? That is far more dangerous.
Subconsciously.
Well, that as well. Anyway. Yep. Good. Yep. Well done.
Don't forget, you can also follow us on the Patreon site where there's plenty of free episodes. And if you enjoy those, you can buy us a coffee or buy us a beer and listen to plenty more.
Yes.
Actually, I had a very good recording session with Richard yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Much better than today's.
What did you do? What was it about?
Do you know what? We spoke about the Golden State Killer.
I don't know who that is.
He was a policeman in America, California specifically.
Yeah.
Who he was he was loose for like 40 years, and he was finally captured in 2018 after a family member did a DNA test for a family tree thing, and they connected him through familial DNA, and they arrested him. He was 74 years old. He was guilty of like 10 or 12 murders, a minimum of 50 rapes, burglary, torture, kidnapping.
Is he in prison?
Oh, he's never coming out. In fact, he confessed to a lot of stuff to get away from the death penalty because they were going to kill him. And the whole
Fair enough. Anyway,
the whole time he was operating, he had a wife and children at home who thought he was the perfect husband and father.
Little did they know.
Fucking amazing. But one of the darkest characters I've ever researched. Seriously.
What, worse than that Denver? Who was that? Who was the mass murderer who put his bodies in
Dahmer.
Dahmer, yeah.
No, this guy was fucking dark. He actually used to reconnoiter his victims' houses. He would break in, and then he would unlock windows and make escape routes. He would rifle through the belongings. If he found a weapon, he would unload it and leave it there. And on one occasion, he allowed one of his captors to get free and access that weapon, and he laughed at them while they were trying to shoot him with an empty gun, and then he killed them.
I must admit, I prefer the stories of Broadhaven and Falkirk, personally.
The psychology in this fucking guy's head, he was one of the creepiest fellas I've ever read about. Anyway,
yep,
that's out
there. Good.
So we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.
Yes.
Have yourselves a strange week. And if you do see UFOs, download our list quickly on your phone and follow step by step what you're supposed to do so that we can decide whether or not it is an object or a phenomena.
Very good. Well done.
We'll see you next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Cheerio.